what's going on, man? Welcome back to another episode to Spirits Like No Other. Man, this is episode 3. And if you're watching these, man, I really do appreciate you watching them. Thank you for the support and all. You already know I'm your boy Reek, man. I got a video production company named Smooth Life Productions. With Smooth Life Productions, we are a video production company. With our video, matter of fact, I'm not gonna go deep in details because that's what the video is gonna be about today. And the video is gonna be about today, if you see in the description, on why did I start my video production company. Man, there's a whole lot of reasons why I started my video. But before I get into that, man, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel if you already know you rocking with us and everything. And if you want to see more of my other side of my content, video production work, go on my video production page, Smooth Life Productions. So that being said, let's go and get into the video. Like I say in the description, I already said it. We're gonna be talking about why did I start my video production company. Let's go ahead and talk. I give you this. Video production wasn't my dream. Well, it was. No. It really wasn't. My dream was to become playing the NFL. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play football for a living, go to the NFL, become a mega star, win the Super Bowl, go crazy, stuff like that. And I am outside too on my balcony, so I'm trying to, I don't know who's around or who's looking, but whoever it is, I don't really mind, I don't care about that, got to get the video in. But just that being said, yeah, I wanted to play in the NFL ever since I was little, and ever since I, got up in high school and still wanted to play in the NFL. I actually played high school football. I would say it didn't go as I planned it to go, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff just don't work out like how you think it's gonna work out. It's cool though, but yes. So went to college. Actually, still pursued, wanted to play football and everything. Well, the first college that I went to and everything, it was Morris College. That was called. It was in Sumter, South Carolina. Now, they didn't have a football program at all, but they had a cross country and they had a track program. So I actually did both of those. Did well. I ain't gonna lie to you. I actually received the MVP award as they had a ceremony going on. I was kind of, happy about that, but still wanted to actually pursue. I didn't know at that point when we graduated high school, still didn't even know what I wanted to do. So, at this point in my life, I'm going to Morris, I'm thinking to myself, maybe track is the way, for my life to go. Because, my mind was already set on going to the NFL, nothing else. So after Morris, came back home, couldn't really pay the tuition and everything, which is cool. And came back home, went to technical college. I think it's called a technical college, a community college, but Florence Darlington Tech. I could be wrong, do research on it, but went to Florence Darlington Tech. Went there. I didn't even finish out the year, to be honest with you. I only think I went there only 1 month or so. Didn't really pursue Florence Darlington Tech, or I think I went there for 1 semester. I know I did not stay long Florence Darlington Tech. So, after I left Florence Darlington Tech, I just, proceeded to go back to work, man. And as I went back to work, still kind of lost into the world, trying to still figure out like, what do I really want to do with my life? Still don't even know at that point. So, I think I, applied for another college again. As I went to apply for another college, it was North Carolina Wesleyan, and they had an actual football program. And one of the people that I went to school with in high school, he actually went there. And I think he was at the time either a sophomore it was his sophomore year or his freshman year. I know it wasn't freshman year. He was either sophomore or junior year. Can't remember. But I think it was his junior or his sophomore year. One of them. I know it was one of them. But yeah, I was like, well, at least I'm not going to be alone. At least I know somebody that's going to be there so I can build relationships with it. So as I went there, North Carolina Wesleyan, I would say that North Carolina Wesleyan, it was a great experience. Actually, playing, I didn't really play football. A situation happened, and that situation turned out to be me getting kicked out of school. Yeah, got kicked out of school. I wasn't necessarily, forget that. I got kicked out of school. Yes. So when that situation happened, I'm thinking to myself, okay, this situation is going to be cool. I don't want to go into details, etc., because I'm trying to, just forget about it. And but I'm thinking the coach, going to understand about the situation and, take my side for it. But obviously he didn't. So, I got kicked out of school and couldn't really pay the tuition and everything. Couldn't even play football no more at the time. So I was like, dang, still now at this point in my life, now it was like, still don't even know what to really do. Went back home, you know what I'm saying? I think we moved to Timminsville, South Carolina. South Carolina. And at this point, still in my life, I'm still working. Still don't actually know what to do in my life. I know I'm hanging out with my friends. And as I'm hanging out with my friends, you hang out with your friends. You do the typical, you go to parties, you hang out with girls, you drink, you smoke. I was doing all that at the time, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But, yeah, man, and still at this point, I still don't even know what to do with my life. At that point, moved to North Carolina. And as I moved to North Carolina, and there was one of the guys that I used to go to school with, he was real close. Calling my brother and all, if he needs something, I got him. If I need something, he got me. And that thing. Moved to North Carolina, and as I moved to North Carolina, I know that it was an environment I was around people that make a lot of music. So I was like, I always wanted to become a rapper. Now, I'm gonna lie to you. Well, I'm gonna say artist. I always wanted to become an artist, a musician. So I was like, let me try this out. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I made my first song. It was actually in his bedroom. We did it in his closet. And that's where we recorded at. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Well, I want to speak on his verse. I know my verse. That joint was trash. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That joint was straight butt. And I was like, God, this joint is trash. My verse was. His verse, it was good. It was good. But my joint was just straight booty. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do this. But I was like, man, I don't know what to do in my life. So let me, like I say, I wanted to pursue this. So let me go ahead and just pursue this. So living in North Carolina, that was another situation that happened in North Carolina. And like I say, I'm not going to really go in details about these situations and all and everything. But as that situation happened, it led up to me moving to Virginia with my brothers. So as I moved to Virginia with my brothers, and actually my brother, he was making music. And at this point, he dropped one album already out. I was like, oh, sure, he make music, let me hop on that way with him and everything. So as he making music and everything, right, hop on, making my songs too. I remember I dropped my first song. I ain't gonna lie, I was excited when I dropped my first song. It wasn't like the first song I made. Like, it wasn't trash. It was to me, it was kind of decent. You know what I'm saying? I took it down off my this YouTube channel, so you can't really listen to it. But made my first song, dropped my first song, I was excited. Then after that, dropped my second song. I was like, okay, I'm getting some motion. You know what I'm saying? Dropping my song, okay, I'm getting visuals. I'm paying the Fiverr people to make your visualization, and I was doing that. So at the time when I was doing that, excuse me, the time I was doing that, I was like, okay, I think I can really do this. You know what I'm saying? I starting to went on an app called BeatStars. BeatStars is an app where you can purchase like random beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can listen to, and they have options where you can actually purchase their beats. So I went on BeatStars, started purchasing some beats, and then my brother, he knew I want to say a producer. He knew a producer that actually make beats, and friend that know a friend that know a friend. You know how it goes. The saying go, friend that know a friend that know a friend. Yes, he knew he made beats. So the beats that I heard from, I was like, man, these are different. Like, so I was like, man, let me go and purchase some of his beats and try it out. So that's what I did, man. Took some of his beats, you know what I'm saying, wrote a verse on it, and actually put it on one of the songs and everything. So I was like, okay, like the beats that he was listening to, I was like, man, he's different. Like, I think I could do something with this. So as I, proceeded to, get his beats and everything, at this time now, I'm thinking, as I was recording at my brother's house, right, I'm thinking to myself now, like, okay, I probably need to get in the studio now. Need to get in the studio to actually hear the recording. But before I even got in the studio, I remember doing my first actual show, right? So now I know what you're thinking, like, what this got to do with you starting a video production company. I'm getting there. You gotta be patient with me now. This is a whole story I gotta tell. I'm getting there. So, man, as I'm saying, see, I lost my train of thought. I think I was at, okay, all right, I know exactly what I was saying. Did my first show. As I did my first show and right, with my first show, right, I would say, man, I was out of breath. I was tired. I'm not gonna hold you, man. It was like, I got to give it up to any artist out there that got any breath control, man, because, bro, not just no joke. I'm talking about you really actually, you have to multitask while you're on the stage, man. You got to move around, you got to interact with the crowd. I'm talking about, I'm hype, I'm jumping around, trying to rap at the same time. I'm tired and all at the same time. I'm nervous and all, bro. So, I mean, it was decent. So it was like, all right, well, I did my first show, got that out of the way. Think to myself, okay, many more shows to come. And so, is it still? Okay. I was trying to see, was it still recording? Okay. I'm thinking to myself, many more shows to come. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'm really pursuing this job. So still, I'm dropping music, making music at the same time, trying to make content with all of it at the same time. So thinking to myself, all right, cool. All right, let me go ahead and go to the studio. And as I go to the studio and everything, right? Get to the studio. I already knew what songs I wanted to do. Had the verse written out and all. Gave the producer the beat. He's a cool dude. I wish I could interview him one day. Cool dude, you know what I'm saying? Studios, that experience was cool too. For the very first time. And remember that very first song, bro, I was excited. Man, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, bro, like, okay, like, now I know, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm thinking to myself, this is what I'm supposed to be doing now. Started my, as I went to the studio, I was like, man, I gotta drop the song now. And so went to the studio, he mastered it a little bit, tweaked it up a little bit, gave me the song back. I was like, all right, cool, let me go ahead and drop the song now. So as I dropped the song, I was excited, bro, hype, like trying to promote that junk now. Like, getting people to listen to it. Didn't get much traction like I thought I was gonna get, but I mean, it's all good though. It was like studio quality and the sound of it. And I was like, bro, I was excited. Like, I'm living out my dream now. Like, becoming an artist now. Like, I just got to keep pursuing it and keep going with it. And so at the time, I was like still making music and everything. Still, I went to the studio. I remember I booked a session for 2 days, right? Because I wanted to record my mixtape. And man, I'm talking about, I was serious, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was serious about this junk. So went to the studio for the 2 days and record. I didn't get all of it done. No, but I was still excited that I actually went to the studio, I actually record for it. So, man, I'm talking about now at this point in my life, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I want my stuff to sound studio quality. Like, that's what I'm thinking to myself, bro. And I was like, dang, like, what the freak going on, man? And it's like, like, at this point in my life, like, the money wasn't coming, like, as quick as I was thinking to me actually put studio time. And I was just, like, kind of depressed and sad about it, bro, that I couldn't really get no more studio time now because of the funds and everything. But I mean, at the same time, me still recording, it was still good. But I remember I dropped my last song in that December when the last time I went to the studio. And I recorded 2 songs and I dropped both of them in December. I think it was at the same time. And so as I dropped these 2 songs and everything, I was excited about it. But my mind now, at that point in my life, I was thinking to myself, like, bro, I don't think music is it. Oh. I just can't read it down. There's something over there. It's anyway, thinking at this point in my life now, I'm like thinking to myself now, it's like, I don't think music's it for me. I don't know what it is. But still, at the time, it's like, man, I didn't even have a music video out. Nothing. I got maybe a music video. And previous videos, I think it was the very first episode, I was telling y'all about, like, me actually getting started, looking up people who make music videos. And going around asking people too. And, somebody was telling me, like, a guy, that, he make his own music videos. I didn't reach out to him or anything like I should. So, I mean, all in all, it was good. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? What else I would say? I would say that still at this point in my life, still don't want to do. Then another situation came up within Virginia. Like I say, I ain't gonna speak on it. I'm not gonna go in details into it, man, because all in all, I'm trying to forget about it, trying to leave it alone, man. But another situation happened, and this situation, I would tell you this. This situation, it wasn't nobody's fault, anything. It was, at the time, what was going on, I guess, in my life, and what God wanted to lead me to, and I guess lead me up to this point now in my life. But made me sleep in my car. And I would say I had to slept in my car for at least about 6 months. And those times, man, it was really hard. It's really tough. And dang, I thought I was gonna share a tear, but yeah, at this point in my life, I'm sleeping in my car, man. And as I'm sleeping in the car, still trying to figure out life, still trying to figure out like what I want to do with my life. And at that time, I know I wanted to pursue to start an ATM business, get that started and everything. And I remember I talked to an accountant, and as I talked to an accountant, he actually pointed something out to me. And he was asking me questions about my situation. Actually, I'll be real, be honest, told him about my situation. Told him, like, sleeping in my car, still trying to figure out, boom, boom, trying to get me a crib. And he said that, I don't think you need to start your business right now. Like, I think you need to get your life together right now until you actually get it started. I was like, thinking to myself, I was like, bro, like, who the frick are you? Like, tell me that. And, but I really started, I just think, bro, I was like, bro, right. Bro, man is right. Like, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, bro, like, man, like, he is right. Like, I'm sleeping in my car. How am I going to get an ATM? Where am I going to put this ATM at? Like, I don't have no crib. Like, what I'm going to do? So I was like, okay, all right. It's like, he right, man. Like, I need to do something else, like find something else. So that's when at the time I, canceled my business, like dropped the LLC, just dropped everything. Like, I was like, I need to start from a clean state, start off fresh. Then at this point in my life, now, I remember the last day, the job I was working at was Metro by T-Mobile. That was the name of it now. Metro by T-Mobile. I was working there. And I was working at Metro, right? My fiance, she's my fiance now. My fiance now, it was a situation we was going through at the time. And like, it was a decision I had to make, right? And I know it was God. It was like, what you gonna do? Like, either you're going to, because at the time, she was in South Carolina, I was in Virginia. And at the time, the situation I'm thinking of is like, okay, either I'm gonna go to Virginia or either I'm gonna stay in Virginia or go to South Carolina, man. So me thinking to myself, bro, like, what I'm gonna do? Like, at this point, I gotta make a decision. Like, I really like this girl. And now thinking, like, okay, I can't stay here. Like, if I really want to be with her, I cannot stay here. But I'm sleeping in my car. Like, how this gonna work? Like, for real. Now, now at this point in my life, thinking to myself, man, okay, like, I'm gonna take that risk, take the chance, going down there in South Carolina, bro. And to this day, I think I made a great decision. So driving to South Carolina now, to this point now, thinking to myself, oh, bro, like, what I'm gonna do when I get down there? My sister, my mama, they was staying together. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go and stay with them for a couple months and, figure it out and get my own spot. And so went back down, you know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm still wanting to pursue music, the music I trying to prepare this mixtape or / album. I don't know what it was at the point at the time. It was something. Still thinking to myself, okay, I'm still want to drop this jump, still want to make a music video for it. And like I told you in the first video, trying to figure out how I'm gonna make a music video and how I'm gonna do it by myself. And I only got just a cell phone. It's like, how I'm gonna, get that quality like some of these artists have with their music videos with a cell phone, man, I just started doing research, bro. Typing up, like, okay, First Institute, seen that at school, and I was like, let me do research on this school. So at this point in South Carolina, I'm in South Carolina, and as I'm in South Carolina, still trying to figure out getting a job, and they had a job opening at McDonald's, and now I would say that you gotta make it work. You had to make ends meet some way, somehow. I gotta get some type of bread in my pocket. So if McDonald's what it was, it's gonna work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And to, promote this mixtape / album, whatever it was at the point. But thinking to myself, right, okay, what I'm gonna do at this point. So like I say, First Institute, apply for the school, and as I apply for the school and everything, I'm seeing what everything they give you. They give you a camera, they give you lights, they give you a tripod, they give you mics, they give you a boom pole. It was a whole bunch of gear that I needed to make a music video. So, man, probably gonna make another video going into details about, me actually going to school, pursuing it and everything. So, man, as I'm in school, you know what I'm saying, learning all these different things. I'm talking about commercials, podcasts, music videos. What else I was learning? It was a whole bunch of stuff that we was just learning in there. I was like, bro, this knowledge is needed, like, for real. And now, at this point in my life, like I say, at this point, still thinking, like, okay, I moved in with my fiance and her peoples. And as I moved in, that's when I actually started school. And when I actually started school, like, they start sending these equipments to me. I'm talking about they going crazy. I'm talking about camera, they sent the tripod, they sent the lights. I'm talking about they going crazy. And I'm like, bro, like, why I got all my stuff in these people's house? Like, it wasn't, at the point, it wasn't cool to me and everything. Okay. And then now thinking to myself, all right, cool, like, started school and everything. Now I want to be a music director. Now, a music video director at this point. Now, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to pursue now, like becoming a music video director. And as I become a music video director, I'm gonna get a bunch of people, do music videos for them and all. Now, we had a course that we had to take in the class where it was a music video section. And when I say I did 2 music videos, the first one was a song that I did. It was called Stay On It. I think that was called, it was called Stay On It. When I think about it now, it did not go like I planned it. And I was like, okay. Then I did a second music video, and that was for my homeboy, ATM. So, if you want to go check his page out, go ahead and check him out too. That joint didn't go as planned either. I was like, like, okay, like, this joint ain't what I thought it was gonna be, man. Like, shooting a music video, because it was like trying to do a music video, bro. It's like a real high level of creativity for real. And that time when I was doing a music video, I was like, man, like, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be, but I had to do something from the start of it. So, man, at this point in my life, thanks to myself, man, like, if I can, get better at this stuff, I can actually start a company. And now I'm getting to the story now. I was like, okay, now I can actually start a company and everything. I was like, all right, cool. Like, they're teaching me all this stuff. Now I can turn this into an actual business, an actual company. So I remember, like I say, in the first video, telling that story, remember that, graduating school, graduated school, got my first gig, and as I got my first gig and it was photography and everything. Then after photography, I think I got another gig, and this is why now I'm getting to why I really wanted to start a video production company. I did a documentary. You can go on my video production page. Did a documentary for my fiance aunt. Her name was, once you go see the documentary and all, it was a testimony about her coming cure of breast cancer. I could be saying it was one of them. I could be saying it wrong, but I gotta look back at it. But yes, she came up to me, could I make this documentary or testimony video, for her? And she already had the video made and everything. Only thing I had to do was just edit the video and put my touches to it and here and there. And I was like, all right, cool. And as I'm doing a documentary, doing a documentary, and I was like, this is interesting. The art of storytelling. It's like, Now at the time, I didn't have the business up. You know what I'm saying? I'm still actually trying to pursue how I'm gonna come about doing this business and everything, right? So, I was like, okay, as I'm doing this documentary for her, and I was like, man, it's crazy how the art of storytelling and bringing this to life just off the strength of somebody's story. And it's more so of just a celebration. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, when I was creating it, I was listening to it too as I was doing it. I was like, man, this wasn't no sad story. It was all about, a milestone, an achievement, overcoming something. And she overcome breast cancer. And it was like I said, whenever I dropped the music video, seeing the reactions that I was getting off of that. And I remember the day, it was Thanksgiving Day. And Thanksgiving Day, that's when we gathered. It was her family gathered around to watch the documentary. And I was thinking man, this is huge. Man, I ain't never had this happen to me before. So played the documentary, and then as the documentary was over with, everybody saying, good job, this is good, you did good on this. And also in the inside, it made me feel good in a way. It made me feel good to the point where I'm thinking to myself, bro, I realize I can do this, do something with this. But at the time, I wasn't thinking about the storytelling, and until I actually started, doing stuff on my own, and more gigs that I get. It was just the art of storytelling, through photos and videos. So now at this point, creating my I want to say LLC, Smooth Life Productions, creating my LLC, getting a mentor and starting a business plan. And now starting a business plan, this is to the point why I really actually started. And I wanted to bring clients' visions to life through memorable photos and remarkable storytelling videos and all. And now when I'm talking about this now, photos and videos is an investment. It's just not you paying for a service and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You go about your way. I take your video, I take your photos and paying for your service. Nah, with the company, video production company that I have, I want to let people know that like this is an investment. It's just not, like I say, it's just not paying for a service. It's an investment of memories that's going to last forever. That's going to start a conversation with somebody, because once you look at this or remember the video, like the documentary I did of, it's called You Did It Jazz. That family is gonna remember that for a lifetime, and remember the whole day, like what actually happened, and I actually recorded. Like, if you was to go talk to them, I don't know what they're gonna say on the end, but I can tell you like my experience of doing that documentary, and it's like creating these moments, creating these memories for my clients and all. It makes me feel good inside. You know what I'm saying? And this is actually the reason why I started my video production company. I wanted to put smiles on people's faces. My goal, or one of my goals was to, when I was little, I wanted to change the world, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But as I got older, think to myself, that's not possible. I can't change the world. I'm just a human. I'm not supposed to change the world. But like Malcolm X and like Martin Luther King did, they made an impact into the world. And they still being talked about to this day. And that's what I want to do. I want to put an impact into the world as the many clients that I do get, and be remembered as this video production company. He created these memories for us. That's for a lifetime, just not for, it's going to be talked about for a long time, going to be watched for a long time. And the pictures that I create, going to be, memorized. Like, dang, like I remember this day. And that's why I say what I'm doing is if you come and you get a service with us, Smooth Life Productions, it's an investment. That's why I created my video production company. Want to put smiles on people's faces, want to change lives through visual and photos, and getting the art of storytelling, getting that person's story, creating documentaries, getting the person's story out there to the point where it's impactful, it's powerful, it's moving. You know what I'm saying? It's motion driven. That's what I call it. Motion driven. You know what I'm saying? Getting people inspired. So at this point now, my life now, thinking to myself now, okay, like I can do something with this video production company, and that's the reason why I started my video production company. I don't think I have an inclusion, but I'm gonna say it in conclusion, gotta say it in conclusion. In conclusion, I would say, if you're starting a business or so, right, don't start a business for the love, just for the money. I say that. Start a business because you have an actual why and the actual reason why you want to start a business. Feel what I'm saying? Like, don't just start a business because you want to just make money, because that's not long term. That's short term, for real. Do it for the long haul. Like, build relationships with people, for real. Build, find that passion of you starting your company, starting your business. And like, for real, that's going to build a legacy for you and your family, for decades on and on and on, generations after generations. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Can't think of more, but that's pretty much it. But I would say, like, if you want to start a business, that should be your reason of starting a business. That's my opinion. If you got other reasons, put it in the comment, man, of why did you start your business? This is the reason why I started my video production company. So, yeah, That being said, you know what I'm saying? If you rock with us, you know what I'm saying. Everybody said better than smooth life. We out, man.